You're only a what if away from great winter holidays. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Stav, Abby and Matt. Brisbane wakes up with Stav, Abby and Matt on B105.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for downloading today's podcast.
Yes, indeed. Big show today. Cover a lot of topics.
No food chat today.
No food chat? No?
Well, no, I mean, unless you want to bring it to the table.
I didn't want to, but now you've spoken about it now. I want to.
Yeah, okay, let's hear it.
Going to a bakery.
Yeah.
What's experience?
Sorry, calm down.
Yeah.
Wow. What
Bloody
is...
orchestra just piping up whenever they feel
Yeah, no, I
like
like it. I like it. Very dramatic music that you've got because I can't stop listening to classical music at home. I just crank it up. But it has to be classical music of pop songs.
it. Yeah, okay.
Brilliant. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to a bakery.
Go to a bakery. You got 3 items. What do you get?
I get a sausage roll.
Yep.
I get a pie.
Yep.
And I get a salad sandwich of some description, probably chicken.
That's so weird. All right. Can I pick yours? You get a pie. And
What flavour of
Oh,
pie?
I'm thinking, would I go steak or would I go mushroom?
What flavour's my pie?
Just the cheapest.
Cream.
I reckon you'd go like a donut and then you get a chocolate milk.
No.
Oh,
Curry pie.
Oh, no.
It's my favourite. And then they say, do you want, we're all sold out. Do you want chicken curry? I'm like, no, just like curry beef.
Yep.
Oh, I like the chicken curry.
I didn't mind it, but that's my favourite is that. If I'm going to get something sweet, mock cream donut.
If you got 3, you'd get something sweet, right? Or do you go 2? Yeah.
Mock cream donut, and then probably a sasso roll as well. Yeah, would be my.
Cheese sausage rolls can vary in quality, can't they? They're like chicken wings.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you find a good one. What about you?
I think she would get a sausage roll. I think you'd be a finger bun girl, and would she go 2 sweet, 1 savoury, or 2 savoury, 1 sweet?
2 savoury, 1 sweet, I think. Because you feel too bad about the first sweet one.
If I'm at a bakery.
I reckon she'd go 2 sweet.
3 sweets?
Oh, 3 sweet. You think no savoury?
Could be.
Donuts?
Donuts.
Well, we used to line up for a bakery that's very famous in Port
Alphas?
Lincoln. Port Elliot. Sorry, Port Elliot in South Australia. And it's got a line up. I wonder if it's still got Port Elliot Bakery.
Yeah.
And you line up, and the whole time you're thinking about what you're going to get. And then you just get there and you just go, oh. But I used to always get the same, which was a pie. Never order a sausage roll.
Right.
Pie. And then I would order a donut. And then we would normally get like a pack of 6 like finger buns or something.
Yeah.
You know what you can't really
Finger
get
bun.
these days in Pie Town? Because I think, remember the old ones that was just like mince? Not like
Yeah.
chunky.
Like a plain mince pie?
Yeah. I
think you can get them, but there's more, you're right, like chunky steak, and they've
Yeah.
stepped up the pie
But
game.
then there is a very famous bakery that you used to go to at any time. So on the way home from the clubs, when you're going home, you would call past, was it Billy's or Balfour's? Gosh. And it's 24 hours because the factory's there. So they'd have this thing. And I just think that staff, and every time you'd be like, I'm so sorry, what's someone doing, aren't we? And they're like, no, what do you want? And I'd be like, yeah. And people would just order up and you would sit out the front and just eat it. And then
Hammer.
everyone would get the taxis from there.
There's one at Ashgrove that always has a lineup.
Is that 24 hours?
No, it's not. And there's one on Waterworks Road coming home on the way. I think it'd be the Gap, and it always has a lineup out the door too.
Yeah, good lineup one.
If you're ever heading out Somerset Way, Fernvale Bakery is mint.
You know what I haven't had in ages? I don't even see them much anymore. Pasties. I like a Cornish pasty.
We used to have that every Saturday night.
Never
very
question the
good.
filling.
No, well, it's not. It's carrot. Cut up with stuff.
My grandmother used to make the best pasties in the world. She'd make them from scratch, and she used to do this really cute thing where she would get the pastry, and then each pasty had your initial on it.
Oh, nice.
That is so cute.
When it would come out of the thing is, because, you know, she's old school grandmother, Dad's and mine would always be the biggest, and then there'd be smaller ones. Like, they go down depending on your age, go all the way down.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be really, really cute because everyone's little initial would be on the top of it. God, I loved them. That was so good.
So good.
Balfour's, Scottish.
Balfour's, yes.
Is that a Balfour's family? Yeah. They used to have the wars, the bakery wars.
Oh, yeah. Everywhere you go, though, they have the best pies. Like they've all won an award.
Yeah.
Like the number one pie in the world.
Yeah.
Backstreet at Mansfield near the post office there.
Yeah.
They were like, as voted by, you were saying Brisbane's best burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the one on the way into work from your house, Abs. I don't know if it's Sid's Pies, but his his tagline is buy one or we'll both starve.
Oh, really? That's so good.
Up at Mount Tamborine, there was a bakery out there I used to love. They had the best pies on the Gold Coast, the number one pies on the Gold Coast. And then underneath it said, as voted by our customers.
Yeah, right.
So you can just like, as long as you put the asterisk there, you can do whatever you want.
Brisbane's number one hit music station.
Except that is true.
Yeah, but everyone says it.
Yeah, I know. And we've got, with our book, we've got number one breakfast show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
We were at the time.
huh?
We were at the time.
Well, it depends how technical you want to get about it. Share, cume.
No.
Like, what do you want to do? You want to break it
I
down?
just want to,
Yeah.
I don't want to lie to people.
All right, burn the books. Well, that's
No,
worse, probably.
it was just online that we said that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we're really, okay. I think we're trying to procrastinate from book week.
We're not,
So-
because it starts at 10.
Yeah, we got time to kill. Anyway, here's today's podcast.
Mobile phones at service stations.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Pink's husband,
Corey Hart.
Carrie Hart, isn't it?
We
Carrie?
know.
Oh, Carrie Hart. It
You've
is
known
true.
him as
Yes.
long as I
Yeah. And
As long as you have, you don't know his name.
when you're into
Names for each
motocross,
other.
we're really close. Do you remember when he was in Australia and he could not get over how we were such a nanny state or nanny country in the fact that we weren't allowed to have our mobile phones when you're fueling up? Mm-hmm. And he was like, there's no sparks that could ever cause a fire. And we're like, then why do we have it? And I'm still confused.
Well, you don't
by-
take your scientific explanations from Carey Hart, though.
No, you don't. But then he was like, why is that not the case over in America? Like, what's different about us if you can't, is what I'm...
That's what confuses me. Is like when we have rules here that
Yeah.
no one else ever has,
And
you
we
go,
just accept them and go, that sounds legit. And I'm not saying that I don't, but yesterday there was a guy that worked at the petrol station. There was two of them, and he came out to do something. He was filling up some sort of, I don't know, the water or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he said to a lady, sorry, you can't be on your phone. And she's like, oh, yes, of course, sorry. So she didn't fuel up anymore. Like, she stopped it and then got back into her car and sat in the car.
And finished a conversation.
Well, she wasn't even on a conversation. She was using it. And then she sat right at the front and you were like... And I
oh
was
no,
fine.
that's a window tapping
I
situation.
can't. I could not. Because I was behind her and I was filling
Excuse
up.
me?
I would have
No.
beeped.
No,
You
you
gotta
wouldn't
go
have,
around,
really?
Dale.
Because I don't know what she's doing. She might be on the last text to someone who's passing away. I don't know. I just reversed.
If someone is passing away and you're in a text conversation with them, there's a lot of questions there.
She's leaving me on bubbles. She's leaving me on bubbles.
What do you do?
Still on bubbles.
Imagine that you're in
Still
your
bubbles.
You're in your dying minutes with an iPhone in your hand.
No. She's left me on red. She's left me on red.
Been a great daughter. Thumbs up emoji.
What I'm saying
The
is,
code to the safe is
I don't know her situation. Therefore, I'm not going to judge. So I just filled up, and after I paid, I came back. She was still
in
on
the car.
Yeah. So I reversed and I drove around.
That's good. Well, if you can get out, then
I can
get
get
that.
out.
If
So
there was
no big-
7 cars behind you, I would say something.
No.
Whatever then.
It was quite expensive yesterday. Not a good time to fill up.
More expensive this morning, I saw on the way in.
Yeah,
Over
well,
2.
yeah. But I was like, why can't you be on the phone?
Sparks.
From what? Like, have you held your phone and it sparked before?
I mean, you wouldn't remember when the galaxy kept on bursting into flames.
Yeah, but
It's 'cause
then
there is
that would still be an issue if you've got your phone on you. You shouldn't have your phone
That's
on
what I'm
you.
saying.
That'd be
like-
a much bigger issue if you're at a petrol station
But what I'm saying is, why can't you be on it?
because it might spark.
So it only sparks if it is connected to
No, well, no,
something?
I think it's that whole thing of like the batteries in planes, how you can't have them in the back.
I get what you mean, but if I've
There
got it
are
in...
elements in there that are flammable.
What I'm saying is, if I've got it in my pocket or I'm just holding
You
it
can have it in your pocket
and I can hold it,
because now a lot of people go in and pay with it.
Yeah.
what
but
I'm saying is,
if-
what
what
is
if
the
that
difference
bursts into
between
flames?
holding it
It still happens.
and being on it?
Yeah. That's what we're trying to say to you.
It's not doing anything.
But it's always doing something because it's always
It could
listening.
still blow
Yeah,
up.
but you can carry it like in your pocket. You can't be waving it around.
I do. I hold it, and that's
Right?
that's
Well, you
allowed.
shouldn't do that either
Why?
because it's a phone. It could spark.
But why is it okay in your
He's
pocket?
being a smart art. He's just trying to annoy you now. I
I'm
think.
not.
If anyone works at a petrol station
Yes.
If it's in her pocket
and they can tell
it
us why
catches on
13,
fire,
10, 60.
it still does the same thing. what is it about the making the phone call part? Is it the connection to the tower? Does that increase the power?
Well, we need an expert.
Because what I'm
obviously.
saying is these phones are always on. Just ask my battery that's like, give me a break, Abby, come on. You know? So therefore, what's the difference?
I don't know.
Because she just accepted what she
I've
did. She
done
sat back
I've
in
done
the
a
car.
quick Google.
Oh, yeah.
And what they're saying is it's a precaution based on the potential for static electricity discharge and fuel vapors. So maybe it's when there's a signal coming to your phone, it has a potential for static electricity.
Isn't
They
the
must hate
signal
balloons and woolly jumpers.
always coming to our phone, though? Even if I'm on a phone call or not?
Oh, look, I'm with you. But can you have your phone in your car and have your earpods in and be talking, or is that still dangerous because the phone's not near it?
Because I never really get annoyed with that. Although you do look like a bit of a douche, but you know those people that walk around the whole time talking to themselves, and you're like, oh, sorry, you've got.
Some people just do it so that people won't engage in conversation with
Do
them.
they, Matthew?
13 10 60. Does anyone know about this phones in servo situation? If you are a service station operator, we would love to hear from you this morning. Maybe it's like remember we weren't allowed to have our phones on in planes, and there's like, oh, the plane will crash. And
But
then all
now
of a
you
sudden,
are if you pay for the extra Wi-Fi.
now they're like, nah, guys, you're sweet, leave them on.
Yeah.
It's very confusing. Have you ever been told off over the speaker?
No.
Because you know they can get on the speaker and say, "Pump 2, get off your mobile phone."
Well, yeah, but they do say that while there are no confirmed cases of a phone directly causing a petrol station fire, the rule is still there.
It's better to have. You don't have to learn from a petrol station blowing up and taking out 5 residential houses and then go, oh, now we need a law. Like, do it beforehand.
But if the science isn't behind it,
Yeah, like who just decided one day this
Yeah.
is what we're going to pick? Smoke? Can you smoke?
what?
I'm joking.
Oh,
Why not?
because that's different than when has your phone been on fire?
I would just rather take the precaution than have it blow up.
I get that, but
And what's the big?
I'm asking,
Is
what
it really
the
that much of a struggle?
I'm just asking what the science is behind it.
What? I'm not a scientist.
It also says there that no one under the age of 16 can fill up. And I've got to say that there are responsible 14-year-olds that really could be doing it now while I sit in the car.
You have one fuel fight and it's all over.
But that could happen with any adult.
Yeah, what is the age? 16 is the age,
yeah,
is
I
it?
checked.
Maybe that's because they're not... Maybe they're like, hey, if you're underage and you steal a car, don't come here and get fuel.
Yeah, but then it's always 18 for everything else. What's the 16? Is that because you can then get your L's?
We have lots of questions, and
Okay.
if you are a service station attendant who can answer some of them, please let us know. 13 10 60. We'll chat next.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Must have been an emergency when there was a girl on her phone at a petrol station yesterday, and the guy was just walking past and said, hey, don't be on your phone. She's like, oh, yeah, of course. And then she went back into the car and sat on the phone in the car. And I was like, oh, no. Will the sparks get it there? I understand there is a rule, but I just don't know the science behind it of why you can't be on your phone while you're refueling.
It's the communicating with someone on the phone part.
Yeah, because you're allowed to still hold it because, as Steph said, that's how I pay. So I've always got it on me. Or do you go back into the car to pick it up?
No, take it out with me, put it in my pocket.
AJ's there in St. Lucia. Morning.
Morning, team. How are we?
Now,
good.
you used to install a petrol bowser.
Yeah, I used to install all the pipe work and the pumps and stuff.
All right, so
all
you-
the fuel stations.
You got an inside word on to why we're not allowed to use our mobile phones?
So what I was told is it's an old science from when phones were flip phones.
Ah.
So basically when you'd like flip it open, that could produce a spark from the hinge.
Oh.
That makes sense.
So it's kind of an outdated law in a way, from what I understand.
So unless you're Adele and you got the flip phone, it
Yeah.
should be okay.
You should be good to go.
But yet we still have that rule with the stickers. Maybe they just don't want to update the stickers.
Maybe.
Is
That'd be a
everyone
nightmare.
picturing the Motorola Razr?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Funk. I thought it was
That's what I always
sick.
think
Yeah.
of those people that,
That makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
But it doesn't make sense that we still have the warning.
Well, they just haven't updated it. It's one of those things, isn't it?
I guess for the 1% of people
yeah.
who are still rocking the flip phone.
I mean, maybe it's for the people that are just distracted while they're doing it.
There's that
It's
too.
like
There's
focus
that
because
too.
you don't want to have the fuel fight.
Yeah. Josh in Caboolture, you used to work at a servo. What do you think about this? Why can't we use our phones?
Look, so what we're told, so a lot of obviously new servos have better pumps in them, but the old pumps used to be very susceptible to static. And what we were always told, it's not the device. It's because nobody ever stands still when they're on their phone. It's the static from your clothing.
Oh.
So because
So the risk
you're
of that-
talking, you're moving around.
That's right. And if your shirt generates static or you're walking, pacing 1 or 2 steps backwards or forwards, your pants generate static. If you then touch an old mechanical pump, you're then transferring the risk of a spark is higher.
So you could be able to use your mobile phone if you're doing it nude.
Well, I mean, look, that comes under different rules, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
That's
Coming up
also
at
why nobody frowns
7:10.
upon Bluetooth devices.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, coming up at 7:10, Abby will be at the Shell over at Milton down on Coronation Drive.
Yeah.
You have to take your piercings out.
Oh, and,
All
the,
of
and the
them.
connecting chain.
Yeah.
Would they cause anything, Josh? Or?
Yeah.
I'm not the judge and jury there.
All right. Well,
We were arrested while attempting an experiment.
Rose in South Ripley. What have you got to say about this hot topic?
So when I was younger, about 10, 15 years ago, there was the MYTHBUSTERS came on.
Great show.
And they stated that one of the reasons why we couldn't use phones was because when the phone would call, it would cause the petrol to blow up from underneath.
Yeah.
So they done the tester in America, and they called the phone. They done everything to bring this static through to see if it actually works, and it doesn't. That's why now they're allowed to use mobile phones in America.
Right.
Ah, okay.
These are the Mythbusters.
Yeah, so that's why
Changing
when
the world.
Pink's husband came over, he was like, oh, this is so silly.
They don't have Mythbusters in Australia? The hell?
Great. All right. Closing it out. Dan and Algester, what do you think about using phones at the petrol station?
I think it's silly because they have contactless pay at the pump where you can use your phone to actually tap to pay for it.
Do
They
yeah,
do,
they
yeah.
do. And it's the same as it's like don't use your phone while you're driving, but yet you use your phone when you're going through fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you're allowed to then.
it's crazy.
I guess the
The world's
difference is
gone mad.
when you're in a drive-through, you're not going 80 Ks.
110 Ks down the highway.
No, you're not, but it is that still thing of
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, so I'm allowed to use it here.
But I can't touch it any other time.
No.
Yeah, I never thought about that, Dan. They do have that prepaid now. We'll pay at the Bowser stuff.
Still follow the
no.
rules.
Now let's get this law changed.
In electric cars, they've got static electricity.
Yeah, but you don't
They're
go to
not
the fuel
fueling
pump.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.
If anyone's listened to the show for a long time, they might remember our old producer, Taylor. And Taylor used to come in and we used to do little quizzes for her, remember?
She's a loose unit, old
She's
Taylor.
such a useless.
She is one of those people who misses the connection between their thoughts and their mouth.
No, she just...
They just come straight out.
Straight away, which is why it's perfect that she has started a podcast with her now husband. Feels like ages ago we went to their wedding and now
Yeah.
they've got twins. He is playing... What team is he playing for?
Plays for the Bulldogs.
Oh, he's back at the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Because that's where they first met, where she was a cheerleader.
That's right. So he was playing, Marcelo Montoya was playing
Yes.
over in New Zealand, but they moved back this
Yes.
season. He's playing at the Doggies.
Yeah.
Great name.
And
Great
the
name.
Montoya podcast that they have out is hilarious because it is just them arguing.
He recently had a circumcision.
Cool.
Is
They'll
that on
make-
the podcast?
That for people who follow
Oh,
some of the
don't
NRL
do that.
pages, they know.
That was fake news.
No, it wasn't. It was. To me, it's just news because I just saw it on the
They
internet.
were doing injuries,
Yeah.
and someone has done injuries of like ACL and stuff like that. And for him, it has Montoya circumcision.
So you can see a list of all the players, why they're out, and
Right.
what their injury is.
Yeah, and she's
someone-
like, "Can everyone stop tagging me this? It's made up."
Yeah.
But we don't know. You're right. We don't know.
I haven't seen his penis
Haven't you?
yet.
Oh, that's right. You left at the end of the wedding, didn't you? Yeah. Hey,
Did he get his?
no, he didn't. Let's move on. But this is what I couldn't get my head around. I was like, oh, bless him. Because if Taylor is not a handful, now the fact they've got two twin girls, he also has a mother-in-law that lives right next to him. Because when they were talking about it and they're actually fighting over the distance, they dropped this information.
How far do you think we live from your parents, though? How far? In terms of walking distance, let our audience know.
I think it is 300 metres.
No, if you're in a car, maybe. It's not 300.
When you drive or walk, it doesn't change the distance.
It does. It does.
Changes the time, not the kilometres.
Yeah, but the way that it's mapped out on Google Maps is totally different.
No, it's not.
Promise you.
300 metres is 300 metres whether you walk or drive.
It's not. It's totally different.
Bro, are you for real?
100%.
That's like saying
I put a
what's
house on it.
heavier, a kilo of feathers or a kilo of rocks? A kilo is a kilo.
I put a house on it.
He's not wrong.
No, that's not what I want to talk about, though, because I looked it up and
Look
they
at that,
typed...
the boys. I've got the maps.
He's not wrong.
I'm about to work something out on maps.
Yeah.
Like the lads are straight into
Sometimes
his
you
defense.
go, the car, it's gonna
You
be
can hear the
faster.
end of the podcast or hear it in full in your own time, and they actually had to put it in, and it was 700 metres, whether it was walking or whether it was driving. But yes, sometimes it can be if you take a shortcut or you
As
walk
the
the
crow
back street.
flies.
Exactly.
So the men were right. That's
But
good.
do you know?
What did you want to
No,
talk about?
he apologised. He said, "Okay."
Yeah, well, he knows what he has to do.
But 700 metres.
Yeah.
That's how far they've moved away. And I reckon there are a lot of pros and cons because I would love to live near my parents.
You'd think that.
You moved next to your family.
That's why I said
You
you'd think that.
chose that.
My gran
Yeah.
in Scotland, every night she would go to the front of her house
Yeah.
and wave to her daughter
Yeah.
who lived across the way, and then she would go to the back of her house and wave to her other one, and Mum moved to Australia.
Who was not the favourite? Was your mum the middle sister?
She was the black sheep of the family, she would admit that. Yeah.
It is interesting the benefits that you have. In 13, 10, 60, you can join in this because I feel like there's got to be one person in the partnership that's like, well, they're not my parents, you know, so that's going to be quite hard. But I know that my brother lives down the road from my parents and he's always done that. And I always go, well, you get so many benefits. The kids have never gone to before and after school care.
That is a very
Because
good thing.
My parents drive them every day. I was like, that is so annoying. Or if they just need someone to help out,
Yeah, pop over for a couple of hours.
last minute, they
Yeah.
do. Or they just always drive the kids up and leave them there.
You can do
That's-
grocery shopping down at your parents' place.
She's never done the grocery shopping with the kids.
Oh my God, that's so good.
I know the jealousy is real and I bring that up. But now my brother's complaining that he's getting the call from my dad and he's got to go up and fix stuff around the house. Hey, the lights need to be done.
Well, that's just karma.
That's what I said.
Well, no,
Yeah, you got the benefits for all these years.
Yeah.
Now
Now
you
you
got to
gotta-
deal with the retirement.
Yeah.
So is your brother's house on the market?
They tried. But I think they just always accept it and I hear them sort of complain, but I reckon it'd be good.
Look, and I was sort of saying, joking about it, but my little sister lives like 3 blocks from me. My cousin, who is also my wife's best friend, is like 1 block from me. I get on really well with her husband, so that is handy. There's always like somewhere to drink beers. And then my mum is like 5 blocks away.
Because when you moved back from Melbourne
Yeah.
and you were renting in Oxley and you're like, because by the family, and we're like, oh, where are you going to buy? And you're like, well, I don't have any choice. Like, it has to be Oxley because everyone's there.
And it is handy because there's always someone to go, oh, okay, I can't make school pick up. So, like, there's always someone at the school who could get the kids.
And why don't you share with the group what's the downside of
Well, like any family, there's always downsides. But I'm like your brother. Like, I'm generally the one who has to go over to my mum's house and fix up something or whatever.
This is how it would work in our commune.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true. That's true. Or you do always...
I get what you mean, Stav. Never have anyone move to the compound unless they have a skill.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you don't want any dead weight.
Everyone needs a ute.
I'm out.
Yeah, I just realised
No,
that.
you've got lots of
What has he
skills.
got?
Well, that's for a break for another time. 13, 10, 60.
You got the money.
Do you live near family? Do you live near family?
Maybe they moved right next door. You can remain anonymous.
Yeah, pros and cons. is
Maybe
what
they
we're
moved into
chasing.
a granny flat.
Yeah, yeah. All right, 13, 10, 60. The pros and cons of it will get you on next.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.
I think it is such an advantage to live next to your parents. Maddie might think otherwise. And in fact, maybe other people...
it is an advantage.
It is an advantage,
to
but
have
it always
any
feels
family
like
around.
all my friends that live right next door to their parents or on the same street, they always complain. Or maybe they just don't want to share the benefits. But I have noticed that when we ask them to come out, at a drop of a hat, they can.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's babysitting. And they're like, no, but it's not always good. Great, then share that with me. 13, 10,
Everybody
60.
loves Raymond.
Yeah.
They
And
don't like
that
it.
was a perfect explanation, that show, of, and that's what it's like, even with family, even with friends sometimes. When you see, you're like,
Oh,
oh,
you
you probably
think
spent a
it'd
bit too much time together.
I have a theory that the people that live next to their family are okay with open fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's probably
They're
true.
not the people that sort of keep it in and are all like niceties.
You just explained my family. we do
you know what I
openly
mean?
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. The other thing is you got to expect that your house is like
Open.
all the time. So at any point, we know that like someone could knock at our front door.
Yeah.
Constantly. There's no
Okay.
like no one texts, "Hey, I'm on my way over." But you get used to that, which is
Actually, we
you
did
know.
live right next door to our my mother-in-law. Actually, same suburb. Now you think of that, yeah, because she did pop over once.
and that's when it's an issue.
She didn't pop over again, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Didn't she?
No.
Lounge room. Yeah.
Sacrifice one goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Then-
No, it happens.
Then she messaged every time before.
At least it wasn't the other way around.
Yes.
I never,
13,
pop
10,
over again.
60. Do you live near your parents or your in-laws?
Larissa?
13, 10, 60.
Larissa in Upper Kedron. What do you think about this?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
So we immigrated here from South Africa 7 years ago, and I have 2 kids, and I used to live down the road from my mom, and she used to just pitch up at my doorstep without letting me know. She used to be there every single day. My brother used to come over, walk to the fridge, got the food. So, and it gets frustrating. And then we immigrated, and now I'd give anything to have that back.
Oh, yeah.
It's really hard to not have your family around. Don't take it for granted.
I know,
Don't,
'cause-
you know what? It's like around the corner and they're not there. And it's really hard because I don't have anyone. I've got 2 kids. My husband travels a lot. And I'd give anything for my mom to just be at my doorstep, or my brother to open the fridge and eat the food out my fridge, or my in-laws just to pitch up for a Sunday lunch when I'm really not in the mood for it.
Yeah.
And now I'd give anything.
I know, right?
They would just phone at 11 o'clock and say, "Hey, we're on our way. We'll see you in a half an hour." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I wish I could have that back. It's really,
Oh, that's a good
don't
reminder.
take it for granted. Don't take it for granted.
We'll always pop over and just take things from your fridge just to remind you of
Okay,
your brother.
you're more than
Okay.
welcome to.
Oh, bless.
Larissa,
Thanks,
did you find, because we have that with our eldest son, he probably sounds a lot like your brother, like would you buy stuff in your grocery shop knowing that they were going to come and take it?
Yes, my brother used to love like cream cheese stuff, and he used to just come take the crackers out the cupboard, the cream cheese, and just sit on the couch with his feet and just eat the cream cheese, or take a bottle of wine out the cupboard and say, "This looks good. I'm taking it home for dinner tonight." And I'm like, "Okay."
We do that with our eldest son because they come for dinner once a week, and I can always tell Esther goes shopping and she buys the stuff for them just to take.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
The
look.
decoy as well.
Yeah. Oh, Larissa, and that's a really great way to
Yeah, it is.
explain it. You would always miss that once it's gone.
Tennessee, great name in Crestmead. What do you think about living close to your parents?
Oh, it's amazing. My parents literally live like a 10-second walk from our house.
Wow.
Do they ever, like, are you a family? Because I was just saying before, I've got a theory that the people who live next to each other are okay with arguments. Like, does that ever happen in your family?
No, it's fine. Me and my mum are pretty much best friends, so
Right, yeah.
any arguing doesn't really affect us.
Yeah.
Well, you would talk about it. I think what Abby's is saying is
You're very
things are-
open and honest
Yeah.
with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you have, like, babysitting then, just all the time?
I have a key to the garage, so I'll just, "Kids, you want to go to Nan's house?" And I'll
Okay.
open it, send them over, and then close it.
Yeah. Hey, we're just going to go in for snacks.
So you don't even leave your house. You just use the automatic opener to let them in.
Yep.
Oh, that's so good.
That's great. All right. Kirsty in Everton Park, bringing us home. What do you think about living with your parents?
Yeah, it's so much fun being a 40-something-year-old living in your parents' house. But I'm eternally grateful that they let me move back in. But yeah, it's a strange situation, and they are always excellent with my daughter. But yeah, it's 2 sets of parents trying to parent a child, and she gets eternally frustrated.
Yeah.
Do they parent you as well, like before you moved out?
Oh yeah. And my poor dog she has put on like 5 kilos since moving in with my parents. Because my mum constantly feeds her.
Yeah.
Do they parent your daughter different than what they did with you? Like I'm saying, like my parents were quite strict.
No, my parents are like, my parents were super strict with me.
Yeah.
But with my daughter, they're like, anything goes.
Yeah, well, then I get annoyed because my parents are always like, take it or leave it for dinner. But then if my kids don't like it, they're like, oh, I'll cook something else. I was like, no.
Exactly. It's like 3 different meals, and I'm like, oh, no, she either eats what's on the table or not.
Yeah. You should put your order in for 3 different meals and just see if they'll do it for you, Kirsty.
They won't.
I wish. No, not the same rules for me.
No. Well, thank you to everyone who called. We appreciate it.
Stav, Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Stav, Abby and Matt, morning.
I hope
to go surfing.
I hope for many more birthdays.
I hope the radiotherapy stops the pain.
I hope we make it to our anniversary.
I hope I can leave the hospital soon.
I hope my hair grows back.
I hope more people survive cancer.
This Daffodil Day, every daffodil, every donation grows hope. Hope for better treatments, hope for more survivors, and hope for a cancer-free future.
Hey, it is the Cancer Council's Daffodil Day today, and with some crazy numbers, like nearly 1 in 2 Aussies will face cancer. 1 flower, 1 donation, and countless lives can be saved. You can donate at daffodilday.com.au. Now, this is a very close to our heart day.
Well, I think so many people, I think probably everyone has been affected by cancer in some way, with a family or friend or even an amazing workmate. We've got Cody Brown, who we work with. And I think maybe even some people at work don't know that you were diagnosed with thyroid cancer at the age of what?
I was 21 when I was diagnosed.
Because when you hear about cancers of that, you always get so surprised, I guess, at the age.
Yeah, and I think even when I was going in for surgery and treatment and stuff, I was surrounded by kind of a different age group, and I think that kind of really shows at the end of the day, cancer doesn't discriminate against age, against fitness levels. And
for those of you who don't know, you know where thyroid is? It's just,
I didn't know. I didn't know what a thyroid was.
So how did you first find out about it, I guess? Was there symptoms?
I experienced a variety of symptoms. I was constantly exhausted, fatigued, weight fluctuation. I was always cold, and I had a lump in my throat, which ended up growing to the size of a golf ball. Yeah. Again, at the age of 21, you think you're invincible and kind of don't put 2 and 2 together. So I had those symptoms for several years until my mum said, maybe go get that checked, and it kind of escalated from there. I thought I was invincible. I slotted in my appointment 15 minutes on a lunch break between 2 jobs because I didn't think it would be anything bad.
Wow. Did you go to the next shift?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I called my mum in the car. I was like, oh, yeah, so I've got cancer. And I'm like, okay, I'll see you later tonight.
Well, I guess you probably, at that point, the reality of it probably hasn't sunk in, really.
Yeah. You kind of, I think as soon as you hear those words, in a weird sense, you lose the person you once were. Things got to change about you physically. Things got to change about you mentally. Things are going to change financially. It's such a big thing. And that's why organisations like the Cancer Council are so incredible in what they do. Again, today is Daffodil Day. And for me, that's a sign of hope. Yeah. Something bright and small and beautiful, even in those dark and challenging times, because it is a scary, lonely, isolating experience.
Because I think because you started here, I think, just shortly after, or maybe while you're still going through.
Yeah, I had just finished treatment, and so it was still early stages of adapting to this new version.
Did it change your outlook? Because you know all these people. I had a friend who came through the other side of cancer, and everyone was like, oh, you must have a completely different outlook on life and nothing must faze you. She goes, no, everything still annoys me the amount it did beforehand. It didn't give her that big shift. Did it make a big shift for you?
I feel like I've always been a positive person, and I try to remain that way throughout. But at the end of the day, cancer's a scary thing, especially at a young age. And you kind of do go into a dark kind of mindset.
Were you in a relationship at that time?
No, I was not.
Because I imagine for guys, 21-year-old guys, if you were entering into the dating world, that's a lot to say. Do you tell them that up front?
Yeah, so I've actually got it on my dating profile now as a joke. what was it? Cancer didn't kill me, but the pickup lines on him might. I'm kind of, yeah.
Do they say to people, message you about that?
Yeah, they're
stuff?
like, damn, that's dark.
You're like, yeah, but you might not be by people if you don't know how to deal with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've just kind of, the way I've had to deal with it is with my humour.
Good on you.
To try and have that spin. But it did get to a point, I did have to reach out to the Cancer Council, their support service, 13, 11, 20, have them to reassure me that my feelings were valid.
Yeah.
And my mindset was valid. Everyone's diagnosis is different.
Well, it could be quite isolating because you're like, well, wait a minute, I'm not the same as that. And what does this mean to me? And everyone's got a different reaction to it. How do you cope with, because you will obviously be on thyroid medication for life. How do you deal with that? Is it...
I kind of get into patterns of the old little Nana and Pop medication things on the daily. And then I go through phases where I forget to do that. And I'm like, have I taken my medication today?
Yeah.
And it won't affect you for a few weeks with all the side effects. And I'm like, oh, okay, I forgot it.
Yeah.
Silly me. Constant blood tests every few months. So just kind of knowing your body. I think that's such a big thing at the end of the day. You're your best advocate. If you feel like something's wrong, if you notice something different about your body, it's so important to go and check.
How are the milestones going for you? Do you count down the years of oh my gosh, this is cancer-free for how long?
For someone that I don't like celebrating my own birthday necessarily, but I like to celebrate my cancer milestones because so many people out there that do get the diagnosis don't unfortunately get those same milestones. And so I kind of, my diagnosis date, my treatment date, my surgery date, I really try and celebrate and embrace those because...
What, do you buy a cancer cake or something? Yeah.
Lots of people did give me cakes when I was diagnosed. I was like, is this a thing?
Especially when you had a specific diet as well. That's really quite cool.
I was like, I love cake, okay. But,
well, it is Daffodil Day today, and like you said, they don't just do life-saving cancer research. There's prevention, early detection, the support services as well. And so today, B105 is going to donate $1,000 to the Cancer Council to get things kicked off for Daffodil Day.
It's amazing.
And we've also got flowers out there. I do see the bunches. Yeah.
I think they're daffodils.
So go to daffodilday.com.au and get behind this amazing charity. Cody, thanks for coming in and sharing your story.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you, hon.
Appreciate you.
Stav, Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Stav, Abby and Matt.
Well, a rude awakening for me was, and I probably shouldn't share this.
From body stuff to babies.
And I was so angry.
Confidence to career moves. It's real talk about lessons learned the hard way.
And I just wish that people had given me good advice that I could use.
So maybe you don't have to.
I was like, oh my God, they obviously know that I'm not worth it.
This is Things I Wish I Knew with Abby Coleman.
I get so much out of my girlfriends. They're my support team, and I guess we've grown together. And then I've also got the different aspect of having friends that are a different age and how much I learn from them. And I guess I gravitate towards people that give you the information, not in a patronising way, but are like, hey, this is what I went through, maybe avoid this. And I just think that's really, because it's like they really care about you rather than passing on their resentment of what they went through or their bad experiences. You can vent and share that. But when I got asked to this podcast, I was like, no way. But then Caitlin and Ash, our producers, convinced me to do it, which is just the things that I wish I knew earlier. And there are a lot, I guess there's a lot of regrets. And today's episode that drops, I forget what I talk about. I think I was way too honest. But talking about the real taboo of money.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have spoken with the girls, really honestly, that they have felt hurt, whether it's currently or in the past, by asking for what they think is what they're worth and not being able to get that. And that rejection is like, well, wait a minute, that means that you don't value me. So I was terrible at talking about pay. And it was always just because you never talked about money growing up. But then there was a lot of instances where I was like, oh, why didn't I ask for more? And then I didn't ask for more because I wasn't really worth it. And then what about if I ask for more and I get it and then I'm not very good? And it's all those overthinking aspects of it. Where I had some really terrible experiences, because the reality is that I do think I felt different having to go into every contract negotiation. I'd be talking to male bosses and some of the comments, and I don't think they meant it in a bad way, but some of the comments really stuck with me. This boss is not here anymore.
So who won that battle?
No, I didn't. No. But I left in tears once with a comment that was made. This was it. A lot of those comments are quite rude, if I'm being honest. And once I got told, I don't think you should complain because you get paid okay for a girl.
Oh, yikes.
And I was in a room and I getting back to our correct emotional expression, I said, I'm going to have to finish here because I feel so hurt by that comment.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to get up and leave now. And I got up and left. And of course, I got in the car and I called my mum and I burst into tears, and her response being, the only thing that she had is, oh, that always has happened to me as well. And you're like, but that's her experience for it, So then I was like, okay, well, I didn't get what I want from that. And I don't think it is... It's a difficult one to talk about pay gap as well, because there's a lot of guys who will go, wait a minute, you didn't ask for it. And isn't everyone just getting paid what they are worth, or different experiences? And yes, all of that comes in. But for that comment really just stung. And I took a step back and realised, well, wait a minute. I don't think he meant how it sounded. And he did apologise. But I just reckon there's so many experiences, and especially for my friends, where they leave in tears after talking about money because we take it so personally.
As a sign of your worth.
100%. And you've already had that taboo, so you're putting yourself out there, and then when you get that rejection, you're like, see, I knew I shouldn't have. Where a lot of my male friends will take that rejection and go, yeah, cool, but I'm going to go back in 6 months.
I think it is tough, because at the end of the day, it's hard not to take something like that personal, because it is just business. So
100%.
It's trying to wade through that, isn't it? To go, okay, they're not personally telling me that I don't think you're worth it. What they're saying is sometimes that role might only be worth a certain amount. But it does also get tough too, because it can come down to whether or not that manager personally does like you.
Yes,
100%. But you've got to take a step back and realise that same boss is negotiating with their boss.
Yeah.
So they've got all these expectations on them, and it's not even to do with just pay, but also promotions as well. And I think because we just once it's to do with money and then we get rejected, we're sort of done. Rather than going, okay, cool, well, can I ask why? And maybe you're scared about getting the feedback of why. And I think once you can learn to have those experiences, then I feel like you can go, okay, cool, well, I might not be able to get a pay rise now, but what would I be able to get? And what do you actually want? Because that's the biggest thing when I say to my friend, she's like, hey, just so you know, I did what you did, which was just like pause and breathe through it. And I kept saying to myself, not cry, and then I cried. I was like, okay, that's all right. Shows how passionate you are.
Yep.
But I said, what do you want if it wasn't for pay? She's like, I don't know. And I was like, well, then you kind of need to know whether it is more experience or I want different opportunities or I want that sort of flexibility. It's just being able to be honest with yourself, which I don't think often we are.
Or be honest with them and say, hey, that's what I need to get paid. If we can't get there, I'll probably have to leave. I think that's scary for people sometimes to go, well, then I'll leave.
Yeah.
Because then they go, what if I can't? What if I'm not happy at the next place?
Of course.
But you got to choose something.
Well, I think that you need to do whatever you can do to not have what I call the back full of resentment. So if you've got like a backpack, it's full of resentment and you're carrying on with that, I think that is so difficult. So you've got to do whatever you can do and express that so that you can, try and do it with some sort of joy.
I think the other thing that helps, and it only really works in jobs that aren't award wage, I think it must be...
But then that comes into the promotion as well. Even if it is award wage, how do you have the conversation of promotion?
Yeah. I think it's to also get to a point where you're happy and then not worry yourself with what other people have.
That's 100%.
Yes, and then we also talk about that because then there is the expectation of parents thinking, oh, you're not getting paid more, or a partner saying, wait a minute, they're taking advantage of you. And then that's on your mind as well, going, oh, geez, maybe they are.
Yeah, because otherwise you find yourself in a position where you'll always find something someone with more than you and someone with less.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, easy to sit here and say.
Yeah. But big businesses should just pay people what they deserve.
Well, we did, yeah, that's good in theory,
Shareholders
isn't it?
disagree.
Not what they can get away with.
You can get it on the listener app. Search Stav, Abby and Matt. It is the extra episodes within our podcast there.
Stav, Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Wife and I just recently celebrated our 25th anniversary.
And 20th marriage.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Get less for murder.
Yeah, I'd be out by now. Which, speaking of, because in sad news, it has come to a breaking point, what with all the travelling she's been doing, and we have had to break up one section of our relationship. And that is, we realised, it was tough. I'm going to say this was tough, but we realised we can no longer wait for each other to watch television shows together.
Oh.
And that's probably the most important thing you guys have together.
That's all we have.
No, I didn't mean like that, but you guys love your shows. I don't think I've ever met a couple who are so into TV shows like you are.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, like you'll talk about it, you'll get really excited to like, oh, so sorry, that must be quite hard for you.
Heartbreaking.
Can I ask a question? And I know you tender about it.
Well, it's only fresh.
Generally, and this is where my question kind of goes to, generally guys are shocked when breakups happen.
And none of her friends are shocked because it's been coming for ages.
She's been leaving. She's been preparing for this moment for a long time.
She just got a massive change in her haircut.
Has she
got a streaming
been
service
watching,
behind your back?
Yeah, I reckon she's probably been watching shows for a long time, for maybe 6 months.
Yeah, I reckon when she's on the cruises.
She's only just let you know now.
I don't like this show anymore, this one's probably like, we should swap. Has she ever done that? Stop midway through because she's already finished it.
I'd rather she was cheating on me.
She technically is.
With a whole lot of actors.
It could. That's true, though. I never thought about that.
But what are you going to do now, though? Because if you're just solely choosing and you're not
going to go on a bender with the boys.
No, but if you're not forced to watch them.
I'm not forced to watch any of them.
I know you're not, but you'll go, oh, hey, I was watching
Virgin River.
Because she was watching it and I got into it. Like,
No, we don't do that. She watches her show on the cruise ships and when she's away.
So she's always been doing this.
She's been watching her shows, the shows that she knows that I wouldn't watch. But say
You've
like
got specific ones
together, like Dexter. We've watched Dexter for. We were talking about how you and Esther used to watch Californication of a Sunday, and it's like because as of now, Friday she's working all weekend and then she leaves for Melbourne on Monday and she comes back next Monday. We just watched the first episode of Dexter. I can't wait 12 days to watch the next episode.
You always said that you could always only watch one episode every week. Does this mean now you're going to start binging?
No, but it's longer than that.
Okay.
You know the old saying?
Yeah.
Nothing gets you over the last one like getting under the next one.
Yeah.
You got to start
TV.
You got to start watching with someone else.
Oh.
You got to find a new watching buddy.
That's a bit weird, isn't it? No. Hey, mate, do you want to come over and watch Dexter with me once a week?
What day are you free next week? The body's not even cold and I'm moving in.
Did you initiate it or did she?
She did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you were waiting all this time and then she called it off.
Have you been
I've
playing around behind her back?
No,
too?
I've just been sort of subtly hinting I wouldn't mind a third person to watch a TV show with us.
And instead she's gone, you know what? Nah. Is she watching with anyone else on the cruise?
I don't know. What she does on the cruise is her own business. I don't want to open that can of worms.
Need to know.
No, she chills in her cabin and watches her TV shows.
Well, if you invite me around, and she's going to be there, give me the heads up, all right?
There was that day that she came home early one day and found me and former co-host Labby on my couch watching Oprah.
Oh, that's right. You guys used to do that.
Questions were asked.
And didn't she just shut the door and walk back out?
Yeah, I was surprised she came back. To be fair.
Stav, Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
It's Stav and...
Hey, let me have a turn.
Okay.
Stav, Abby and Matt. Children's book. What? I didn't know they could write a book.
Hey, Bumble the Bum Stinger. That is the name of the book and it is available for pre-order from the Booktopia website, booktopia.com.au. It's currently our #1 best-selling book.
Best-selling
3 days in a row.
Is it 3 days? Did you check today? Yeah, I got a bit nervous. The royalties from it we are donating to Make-A-Wish. Which is an amazing charity. So we'd really like you to go and purchase it.
Yeah, get around it. Now, they're signed copies too, the ones that you purchase in the pre-order.
Yes, which we will get around to signing.
We want to have RSI, guys, so could you please buy up a big
We can't
fan?
stamp it, can we?
No.
I was just wondering but I wasn't thinking of that. But Book Week is this week, and Ash, our executive producer, you love dressing us up.
Yeah, you've dressed up as Sabrina Carpenter,
cheerleader,
ray gun, a arseless chap cowboy, most recently for Stav.
You love your arts and crafts.
I do. So I've been very excited that we have a book and that the characters are based on you guys. And I've made you all costumes.
And she was like, it's so stressful being a mum because you don't want to embarrass your kids. And even so much as you've had one costume not arrive.
Well, yeah, a real big problem with Stav the Sloth, which is quite ironic.
Yeah.
I ordered this from the US because this was the most, premium sloth I could find on the internet. And I thought...
And that's what my contract amended.
Exactly. So
They're native too. Where is the sloth from?
South America, right?
Yeah. South America, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a native costume. And you...
Yeah.
I didn't want any of yours to be better than the others. I didn't want anyone getting jealous or why is mine handmade? Why is mine bought online or whatever?
So that's why you can tell she's not a real mother?
Alpaca. It's not going to be good.
Excuse
What have
me.
you got against this animal?
Yeah.
They're lovely animals. They just spit a little.
Anyway, the sloth took a long time to arrive from the States. So I got this voice. I had all these missed calls from Minnesota, and I thought it was a scammer, and it was a voicemail about your costume, which is this.
Hi, this is Colin from OpenTip regarding your order for an adult sloth costume. We will need to surcharge you $15.70 to continue and ship your order. Your order is still on hold until we hear back from you.
They're holding it ransom.
So yeah, they were holding it, and that's $15 US.
That
so
does
it's
sound like a scam, doesn't it? Why?
Doesn't it?
You already paid for it.
It's something to do. I think it was like, you know, when Trump started charging people.
Has it arrived?
That'd be right.
So get this. I organised an alternate costume. You're going to have a brown tracksuit.
Okay.
It was going to be not the best, and I wasn't happy with it. But yesterday, before I
I'm so
left...
glad. That would have triggered me. I had a brown tracksuit growing up, and I wore it to school one day, and then everyone called me Turdy for the rest of the time I was there.
Oh, we love you, Turdy.
You won't have to worry about that because the costume arrived
I would have
just
called you
before I
Pewit.
walked out.
Right.
It's arrived. So we're going to... Okay.
So everyone can have a look at their costumes now.
Oh, wait. Is who's
Abby,
that? Oh, that's Bumble.
So we're doing actually doing a book week parade at we have our team meet once a week on a Thursday.
Yes,
and so I don't reckon anyone else from the rest of the building is dressing up, are they?
I know Alicia in sales is dressing up as Bumble, which is great.
She's cute. That's good.
But yeah, and I
Don't
also
laugh, Matt.
would love
I'm not
for you
laughing,
guys
I'm
to do a
smiling.
reading to our staff as well.
Oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
No,
Why?
they said
Because
that-
they're adults?
No, you
This
did
is
such
around
a
my
good
neck,
job at the
isn't it?
preschool. That goes around your neck. So those are the little tassels that the
look
alpaca
quite-
has.
My friend said they look quite. How did she put it? That the tassels look. Oh my god!
How
they're
cool are those
sick.
shoes for Maddie the magpie?
I'm an Eshe, bro.
Mum, he's your favourite. He's
No.
so your favourite.
His was the most expensive,
My
to
God,
be fair.
pure gold.
Yeah.
as well.
Are they Nikes?
Gold
What's
chain.
your shoes?
They're not Nikes. They're from Temu.
Timo. Yeah, I can tell they're Timo.
They're pretty cool.
But the big chunky blue sneakers. Stav, he looks really cool.
Happening right now.
I got maracas.
I'm glad you like them, everyone.
No, we do. We love them.
You got to wear them all day.
all day.
I'm definitely. As soon as I put these shoes on, I'm gonna be keen to just catch a train instantly.
You're such an Eshe.
Emma, knife you, brah.
That's cool. Okay, cool. All
There
right.
you go.
He is a bit of an Eshe, isn't he? The magpie.
Gangster is what my son calls him. Is that why'd you do him like a
Good,
gangster?
Ashley. You've done a fantastic job.
Thank you. I
Ash.
wanted you guys to not be teased by anyone else.
Oh, I'll be teased.
Please.
Come on.
I need to go to the toilet before I put this on, actually.
Probably.
All right, we'll get you some photos up on our Instagram page. Just search Stav Abby Matt.
It's a kids one.
Oh.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Stav sent me a survey the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, look at you go. It's just not normally the DMs that we send. Not that normal, like the normal.
What DMs are you sending?
I thought that sounded
Because if
bad.
he's sending us both the same photos, I'm going to be very upset that we're not special.
What is he sending you?
Different angles.
No, but normally it's like funny stuff.
Well,
or...
but that was kind of. I was joking a bit.
Oh, okay, yeah, totally. But there is a latest survey that's come out, right? And it says over 7,000 mums, and I was like, well, they've still got time to fill out a survey, have indicated that having 3 children is apparently the most stressful number of kids to raise.
Right.
So they're saying that, I guess, if you've got 2, you can still be across everything. And surprisingly enough, people with 4 kids don't find it as stressful. Maybe because they've given up.
Yeah. You remembered what 3 was like and you go, oh, well, it is what it is now. You know?
Well, or you've chosen to have another one.
Or numbers game. You can always settle an argument.
Do you know what? I've heard that my friends say that when you've got 4, it's great because not one person's left out.
Yes.
So when you've got 3, one is already left out, and then that is stressful. And when you've got 2, you kind of feel like you've still got enough hands.
Yeah.
But when you've got 3, you're a little bit like, Like personally, I'm fine because I've got 4 kids.
That's true.
5 if you include
the dog.
The dog?
Yeah.
Or were you going to say Scott?
No, Scott's 4.
4. Scott's 4. Yeah, definitely.
No, I was just, the dog's always above Scott, so I was just checking.
They did a scale of 1 to 10, of 10 being the most stress, and they're saying that the average score of one with 3 kids was 8.5. Overwhelming with the demands and mental load. I love that, the mental load.
Well, that means you've got to go have 1 more, and Stav, you're up for 3 more.
Well, what do they say about 1?
I think you guys are pretty relaxed.
See?
But I think it depends what sort of person you were before you had kids.
That's true as well.
Because sometimes I feel like having kids brings out your worst qualities. Like if you're a control freak and you like everything to be in order, then that's really going to test you because they just don't do what they're told.
No, they don't get on board, children, do they?
So often I feel that could bring out the best. Like I'm a very yelly person, and the kids bring that.
Out of you?
I bring myself out of that. I shouldn't blame you.
They must bring it out of you because I've never seen that before.
What?
You being a yelly person?
Is he being sarcastic?
Am I being sarcastic?
That's sarcastic.
See, I don't think you're yelly at work.
Yeah, but that's because you're yelling. And if I'm yelling, we're yelling at each other.
Your baseline level. Yeah. Ash was trying to yell out to you in the kitchen this morning, and I said, that's her speaking volume. You've got to go much higher than that if you think
But it's not angry. That's just a loud voice.
No, but then when you do yell, it must be even louder.
Oh, it's loud.
Yeah.
Probably also the words that she uses that you can tell it's yelly.
I don't think a yeller can...
not swear?
No, I don't think a yeller could sort of identify that in another person.
I'd like to try that, though.
You're not a yeller.
Happy yelling.
Do you ever yell? Do you ever just like, rah?
Yeah, you'll see it one day, baby.
I've seen you swear at someone and leave.
I have lines that
and
cannot be crossed.
I swore after you. Do you remember you swore at the boss and left, and then I swore after and said, yeah, he's right, and then left. And Mr. over here, for the first time ever, just felt like, oh, yeah, sweet.
Hey, just because I'm the calm one here and you're the 2 psychopaths, you're always trying to drag me into it. I'm over here with the level head, all right?
Did you love that day?
I'm the canary in the mine, normally. Like, if I crack... Everyone goes, okay, this is serious. And
when Stav puts his foot down, it's great. I love it. It only happens maybe once every 2 years.
But it makes it effective.
Yeah.
You can't just be stomping all over the place like Godzilla.
But when you're at home, right, and Rory's done something that annoys you...
Yeah, Dad's voice comes out. First time it came out, scared the hell out of me. I was like, where did that come from? Who's that man inside me? Yeah.
Who was it?
Jealous.
You got to snort.
I did.
I've never met anyone named Jealous before.
Hey, I should explain that. We always think it's embarrassing when you snort laugh, so that if one of us does it, we all have to do it so we don't feel embarrassed. I just realised, but I just realised she might have not.
So 4 kids, that's a trap. You know what that sounds like? You know, we always say every study that gets put out is put out by a company trying to make money. Yep. Tarago has put that out.
Yeah, or some nappy company.
That is Tarago.
Yeah, Pampers.
Or Kia with their big people movers who's going, guess what we found out?
Who sponsored it? Yeah, that's a good point. All right, I'll look into that.
You don't have time. You got 3 kids.
Yeah.
Stav, Abby and Matt.
Alpha Bucks tomorrow, 50 grand win it. Here are some answers.
6 a.m. Your letter is E. Some of your answers are eggs, eels, and M&M. I heard something about Eminem. Apparently in his lyrics book, he just has the rhyming words without the words before it so no one can steal them.
But then how does he remember?
Because he wrote it. And the rhyme
But then
would
why
jog
does he
it.
have to write it down?
But the rhyme would jog it. I do the same with stand-up comedy. You don't write it all out. You just write, like, Bert and Ernie, David Hasselhoff, blah, blah, blah. And then you remember it all from that prompt.
Then he realises later on it's his body count.
I wish. 7 a.m. it's D. Some of your answers are donut, dishwasher, and Dara. And 8 a.m. it's H. And some of your answers are hairdryer, Honda, and one of the worst things in the world, a hangnail.
Oh yeah.
Bye, guys. Just ingrown?
What?
No.
That's when you peel it and it goes down.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.